So, in response to the video going around on social media, go ahead and introduce yourself. Tell everyone your name, your grade, and your age.
So I'm Caleb, and I'm in 5th grade, and I'm 10 years old, almost about to be 11.
In a few days. Okay. So I already let him know that I'm going to give him a math word problem. So he went ahead and wrote that down. Okay, so here's the problem, okay?
Okay.
Mr. Yamada's class has 18 students. If the class counts around by a number and ends with 90, what number did they count by?
Wait.
Okay, and I'm going to read it again, okay? Mr. Yamada's class has 18 students. If the class counts around by a number and ends with 90, what number did they count by? And you can ask questions, just whatever.
Wait. So there's 18 students, and they count around each other, and they ultimately get to the number 90.
Yeah.
Okay. So they have. Hold on. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So they ultimately get to the number 90.
Yeah.
So they start with only one person. One person. Wait.
And I can read it again if you want.
Yeah, can I read it again?
Okay. Mr. Yamada's class has 18 students. If the class counts around by a number and ends with 90, what number did they count by?
Does it have to be equal? Like when they count it, does it have to land on the 18th person?
What would make you think that would be the case?
Well, I don't know, because they could just count by one and just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, up to 90.
Okay. So then, if the class counts around by a number and ends with 90, what number did they count by?
Once? I don't know.
So,
Because if they have just 18 people, then they could just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 up to 90. So there'd just be one student, right?
So if they count, so explain to me, because this is really just looking at how you're thinking through it. So you're telling me that the first student will count 1, the next student will count 1, and then that would be
up to 90.
Okay. So the question is, what number did they count by? So you're saying basically they counted by 1.
Yeah, it's just like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Okay. So how do they get to 90?
They just counted every one person up to 90 till they reached 90.
Okay. So then you are trying to answer the question, right? The question here is, what number did they count by?
Ones.
Okay, so if they count by ones and there is 18 of them, then how many, then what number do they end up with? If they count by ones and there's 18 of them, what number?
Oh, so you mean like that it has to go up until 18 students, and then they have to reach 90 somehow?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Oh, okay, now I get it. So if they have 18, then they have to reach 90. Okay. So they go 18. No, we're just kidding. So they go 90. Can it be a decimal too if it has to?
If it has to, yeah, of course.
Okay. So if I do 90 divided by 80. Or 18. So what is that? So 18. So 5 times. They're counting by 5.
So so explain what you mean they're counting by 5. What is that?
So what they're doing is, if they have 18 students and they need to count all 18 students, and eventually that they reach the number 90, what they're doing is they're just doing 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 65, 60, 70, 75, 80, 85.
Okay, we're back. And go ahead and finish what you were explaining.
So basically, since it is 18 students, and if they want to count all 18 in one time to get to 90 eventually, then what I did to figure it out is I just did 90 divided by 18. So I multiplied that to see how many times 18. So I guessed and checked.
Okay.
So then I got 5. So I knew that 5, they were counting by 5. So I just go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, all the way up to 90, which would be right for that.
Okay, so you understand why you divided then?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, that's it. Good job.